Incredible evening. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I wanted to do this at 6:35. I meant to schedule it, but had a bit of a migraine. Took a little nap, had a little hot towel, a little bit of Advil, feeling a whole lot better. So I definitely want to still do this. Some of you guys saw my live video this morning when I did this, but because of some personal information on there, I had to delete that particular video. So we're going to do this again because there were people that inboxed me and wanting to know would there be any way, because it was very, very helpful for them in seeing that. Even actually had a Cricut user say thank you so much because they did not know about taking up the basically the tolerance or the filter on it. So that was pretty cool that I was still able to help a Cricut user, just understanding more within their program. So I'm going to do this again. All right. We're going to do the exact same image that we used earlier. 1 second. I need to put my phone down. Turn the phone down some. And we're going to get started. So if you missed it earlier because you were working, hey, you don't really miss it because we're going to do it again. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that some personal information came up on there, and now you guys get to see it again. Hold on 1 second, though. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this all shared out. And let me actually send this to her inbox, the young lady that asked me about the Cricut part of it. Okay. All right, so just do it that way. And then let's go here. All right. So we're all shared out. Hello, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC. We are the parent company of the Honestly Speaking brand. Silhouholics Anonymous, where I've been teaching you guys Silhouette Studio for the past 7 years, and the 365 Creative Academy, where I help you to unlock your creativity through a wide variety of different classes. So, as I said before, we're going to compare the two, and just so that you can see the differences in contouring in Cricut Design Space and Silhouette Studio. And hopefully it'll help you, maybe just understand. So maybe there'll be some Cricut users. You don't really, you're new to Cricut. This will help you as well. But you'll also see how different it is with using Silhouette Studio and tracing. And you can take that trace from Silhouette Studio, save it as an SVG. Even in the free version, there is a free way that you can save SVGs and then bring it over into Cricut Design Space to be able to cut it there on your actual Cricut machine. So no, you cannot design in Silhouette Studio and cut directly to your Cricut, but you can use Silhouette Studio as a regular graphic designing software. It truly is a standalone graphic designing software. It is a vector-based software, just like Illustrator, Corel Draw, Affinity Designer, Inkscape. These are all vector-based, meaning things are made up of paths and not pixels like it is in Photoshop. Whenever you're purchasing SVGs, they were designed in a design program. So you don't have to have a machine to use this program. Just the way there's no machine that goes with Illustrator. There's no machine that goes with Affinity Designer. You just design in it and then you save it so that you can use it in other programs. You can just send it somewhere to be printed. You can use it on a different cutter, a GrabTech cutter, a Brother Scan and Cut. I'm not sure they even make the lips anymore. A US cutter, a Vivora cutter, any of those. So we're going to look at this as a graphic designing software. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear me? Is my screen, okay, I can look at my phone to see if my screen is blurry. No, it's not. I don't know. My StreamYard's telling me the signal is a little weak, but hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not breaking up and the picture is clear. If you guys can just, I'm looking at mine. It looks pretty good, but let me know what you guys see and what you hear. Because I can see the picture, but I can't hear my voice. And it looks like the picture is fine, but if you guys can confirm that for me before we get started. Okay, you guys can hear just fine. I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. And the picture is good. All right, cool beans. So we're going to start this off in Cricut Design Space. If you guys have not done so already, please, please, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, or even just give this video a heart. Not even just a thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a thumbs up. But if you're on Facebook, I really think this video deserves a heart, right? You guys can interact. If I say something funny, change it to the laughing emoji. Drop something on there, say hi, let me know who's watching, let me know that you are on, you are ready to learn. It is the first day of the new month. It is the first day of the new quarter. We are entering into Q3. About to hit that finish line. This is where we're going to now start to prepare for Q4, for those holiday deals and Black Friday and like all those different things, trying to figure out what you're going to do for the holidays. Now is the time where you're going to start to plan so that you can implement. This is a critical quarter. So we're going to start it off really, really strong. All right. Okay. We're going to start off over in Cricut Design Space, just so that you guys can see the difference. And some people may ask, they asked earlier, Shakia, what you doing over here in Cricut? Well, I like to come over here when we're doing a comparison of, working in both programs. And I'm not ever going to say, there's anything bad about Cricut as a whole, like the brand, the company. The machines are great, but they're program is lacking. Their program is meant to be a craft program. It's not really meant for those, especially for those of us who want to do this and whether it's a side hustle and it's just side money for you. If you're trying to build a full business around it, there are things that you just cannot do. There are things that, even if you can do it, it takes up precious time. And in this business, with creating custom things, the faster that you can get them done, the better, because then you can move on to the next order. So in this, I'm not bashing Cricut in any way. I enjoy teaching it where I can, but there are more efficient ways. Even once you learn Silhouette Studio, there's going to be more efficient programs, more efficient ways to do it. When you're in this creative space, you should always want to learn and grow. I know Photoshop, I know Illustrator, I know Corel Draw. Of course, I learned those before I learned Silhouette Studio because I learned those in high school. And even with having a background in Adobe and having a background in Corel Draw, I still prefer Silhouette Studio over those programs for quite a few things. So for me, they all work hand in hand. There are things that I can do so much faster in Silhouette Studio than I can in like Illustrator. So don't knock, learning multiple programs. No one program will ever solve all of your needs. All right. She says, I'm ready to learn. I'm trying to move over to. Awesome. All right. So hello, everyone. I didn't get a chance to go through all of, everyone and say hello, but we're going to jump right into this. Again, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, share it out to a Cricut group. I'm not in a lot of Cricut groups, but if they allow you to share live videos and share great content, go ahead, hit the share button on this. She says, you can say it. I love my Cricut, but the program is not good. And that's why and I mean, not to say anything about Cricut, but this is why they allow you to open up SVGs for free, because you can't fully create in this program. Silhouette Studio doesn't give you SVGs for free, like access to open them, because you can create your own vector file like in that program. And because they're releasing, like they give you access to such an amazing program for free, they're, you know, they got to be able to make money. Then if that was the case, everyone would just be downloading it and just using it willingly. I mean, a lot of people still use the free version, but you know, eventually when you want to open up them SVGs, you're going to pay for the upgrade, so they're getting something from it. Okay. I'm trying to move over to designing in Silhouette, but keep transferring, keep trying to transfer Cricut knowledge to Silhouette, and I keep getting so confused. So that's one of the things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to completely separate your way of thinking for Cricut and just learn Silhouette. And then you're designing, and then all you're doing is just transferring the image and like the design over. But yes, you're going to continue to get confused if you try to do what you do in Cricut and try and make it sense in Silhouette. Just learn Silhouette. If you have not done so already, make sure that you enroll in my 30-day training. All right, so let's get into this, right? So we're going to upload an image. And so let's go back. I am going to time this the same way that I did. Well, before I time it, we have a little bit more time this evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this, and I'm going to show you the difference in when you are like really tracing. So Cricut users, you guys call it uploading, but when you're setting that file up on the next screen, you're technically doing like the trace part. So you upload the image and you're going to choose complex. When you go to continue and you're doing the manual removing of certain parts, this is technically the tracing. This is tracing. You're setting it up to where you only have the outlines that you can then contour. So here where it says more options, right here where it says color tolerance, it's normally 16. That's kind of like the default for it, or it might even be lower than that. So I'm going to click on the outside, and I'm going to do half of this, like half of his face. So I'm going to go on this side at 16. We're going to do the eye. We're going to do this. And then let's do the mouth at 16. And I'm going to do the rest of it. I'm going to take it up. I like to kind of go, I normally just default to 50. Don't ask me why. It's just a good number. This is all black and white, so it's not going to make a big difference as far as like the number, whether it's like 25, 50, but you want it to be a little bit more of a finer like trace, basically. So we're going to click here, 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 the eyes, here, and the nose. And we're going to go apply and continue. It's a cut image, stitch face. We're going to upload. And then we're going to select here and add to canvas. Let me move this out of the way real quick. So not sure if you guys can see. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit here. But you see how there's like these little straggly pieces here around the eye. But then you take a look at this side and the nose. So we do this area down here. This one didn't do too bad. It's like a little spike right there. But if you were getting not so great traces and you're a Cricut user, this is one of the ways where you can get a better image, because you guys don't have like edit points and things like that. So you're going to do that step to take up the tolerance so that you get a better trace. All right. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And we're going to start over. And we're also going to time this so that you can see the difference in Silhouette Studio and Cricut Design Space, and why it really is a good idea to learn Silhouette Studio. Even if you don't have a machine, it's good to learn it from a designing standpoint so that you can be more efficient in how you do things within your creative endeavors. All right, so we're going to go upload. Oh, wait. Yeah, so we're going to start the timer. Upload an image, browse. we're going to go and get that image, complex, continue, come down here to more options, make this 50, and then click, 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 click. And I think that's everything. And we're going to go apply and continue, cut it. I mean, it's going to be a cut image, stitch face, live, upload. I'm going to click on that one and add to canvas. All right. And then we're going to, I'm going to make them smaller. And this morning, if you missed the one this morning, I forgot this is, okay, wait, let's pause this real quick. If you missed the one this morning, I was saying there's a way, like an easier way to keep it right on top of each other. So we're going to group this. I'm going to move this off to the side. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it at position 1, 1. Okay. And I'm going to make a couple duplicates and I'm going to put all of those at 1, 1 as well. So we're going to go back and we're going to go duplicate. I'm going to change the color on that to the ears. And then we're going to duplicate again. And I'm going to change that to the blue for the body. Duplicate again. And we're going to change that to the blue for the eyes. And then duplicate again. This is the one for the nose, and then duplicate again so that we can have the white. All right. I'm going to select all of these and we're going to go, well, actually I have to do one by one. Dang it. I forgot about that. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, wrong one. So we're going to click here and go 1, 1. So now they're technically on top of each other, so I don't have to really like move it around. So I'm going to start with the white. We're going to go over here to contour. And we're going to hide all contours. I want the whites of the eye, and I'm going to hide the background. So I only need that part. And we're going to hit OK. There's the white. Then this part right here is for the nose. So we're going to click on that. We're going to contour. We're going to hide all contours. Click on the nose. Click on the outline. So we have that. And OK. We're going to click on the part that's for the eyes. Contour. Hide all contour. We're going to click here, click on the eye. I also need to cut out the black part. So we're going to click on that and then the background. So we're left with just the eye part and we're going to close that out. Then we're going to click on the one for like the main part of the face. We're going to go contour. We're going to hide all contours. We're going to bring back the parts around the ears, the face, his mouth. We're going to hide the background, but we want to cut these pieces out to see the black. So we're going to click on those as well and the mouth. And let's see. Oh, also, let's see. Do we do that part? Where is that connected to? I don't know. I'll probably have to come back to that. So we're going to exit out of that. So that's the blue there. And then we're going to go to the pink one for the ears. So we're going to hide all contours, click on the ears, click on the background and close that off. Oh, we didn't need it. And now this is the final one. And this one actually went a little bit faster because I layered it on top. If you watched the one earlier, we were actually at about what was it, 5 minutes or 6 minutes, I think in 4 seconds. So I shaved off 2 minutes by one, pre-coloring them. So that is a way to make it faster if you're adamant on using Cricut Design Space. So I pre-colored them so that I knew the colors that I needed. then I stacked them all on top of each other. So I did not have to move them around. So that's a little something that can help you guys maneuver through this a lot faster. And you're able to see the colors as you're changing it, and you are hiding the contours and knowing which color is best for like which one. All right. So hopefully that helped. I actually might need to do that one. You know, I don't really do Cricut tutorials, but I think that one probably deserves a whole tutorial on its own on 365 Creative Academy. I can't do it on Silaholics Anonymous, but I might do this one again as a standalone tutorial on 365 Creative Academy, because that was a lot faster. I shaved off nearly 2 minutes with doing it this way. All right. So there's that one. And then of course, if you want it to be flattened, I'm going to just select the whole, well, no, let's not do this one. We're going to select here. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. Oh, when you duplicate, you can't, ooh, that's kind of weird. Is it? And it's, so if you duplicate something, it's layered, it's going to split everything up. Oh, good, googly moo. That's not cool. And then you have to go in and manually do this. Okay, skip that one. Wow. I never knew that. Learned something new. Because I was going to just flatten it, but I'm not going to go through that now. That's kind of interesting. All right. So this time it was 4 minutes and 14 seconds. If I can get someone to write that for me. No, I did not forget to group it first. This is definitely always, maybe it wasn't. Okay. I thought it was grouped together. My bad. Okay. So we'll select it and you got to group it, but still, like if you duplicate it, it does that. Okay. Duplicate. Well, it's not duplicating. It's not duplicating. If it's grouped together, it's not duplicating. Yeah. See, look, it's all grouped. I'm trying to duplicate and it will not duplicate. Oh, there. Oh, it is. It's down here. No, it's still split up. It went down here, but it's still split. Duplicate. No, wait. Hold on. All right. Undo. Select it all. Group it. Duplicate. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what was going on before. All right. So then I'm going to take this one and we're just going to flatten it. Oh, that's one of the things I forgot. Here's another important thing too. With that background, the black one, I forgot to take off the contour of that one. That's probably why I shaved off some time, because I missed a contour. So technically on this one, we're going to duplicate this again. All right. We're going to ungroup and let's start the timer. And we're going to click on the black and contour, and we're going to hide all contours except the back. And now we have this. So 424, because I forgot the last one. And I'm going to show you the difference. So I'm glad it did do that. So I'm going to select this. We're going to group it, and then we're going to duplicate. Why is it that when you first do it, it doesn't want to duplicate? This is weird. Duplicate. Okay, there it is. And we're going to flatten. So the differences between these two, if you don't remove the contour and like do the contour for, oh my God, what is wrong with Cricut Design Space? Like, why is it not zooming in? Oh my God, I don't have time for this, but not sure if you guys can see, but you can somewhat see the white right here. And like in some places I can see the white, whereas this one, it's solid because the background is solid. Make sure that you contour that last layer as well so that it's one solid color. Okay, something weird is this. Oh, that's the one I flattened. Okay. But yeah, anywho, that's that. So now let's go over to Silhouette Studio. So 424 is the time. 424 is the, or 414, 424. Thank you so much for writing that in the comment section for me. Appreciate it. All right, so now we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing. All right. Ready? We're going to reset it and go. So we're going to go to trace. Select. Wait a minute. All right, we didn't start the timer. So we're going to go start. We're going to go trace. Select trace area. Place the box around it. Trace. Move this out of the way. Click on this. I'm going to fill it in with, let's just say, a lighter color. And then we're going to release compound path. And I'm going to click off the inside of the ears. We're going to group that and make that, I think it's this color, pink. And then the background will be black. The eyes will be white. The nose will be the darker blue. The face and ears will be I think it's that blue. And we're going to group that together. We're going to click here, click on the blue here, and make that a compound path to create the whole. Group that together. We're going to click on these little pieces right here, and then the face, and we're going to, you can either subtract or make it a compound path. So I'll just make it a compound path. Oh, wait, did I have the nose? Wait a minute. So let's see. We're going to go here, 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 and make it a compound path. Take that back to that blue, and we are done. Oh, I got that done faster than last time. Okay, wait, so let's select it. Let's turn the line color off, and then let's group everything together. I didn't open the file, so we'll give it a couple seconds. So let's say 1 minute and 42 seconds. So everything that we did over there in 4 minutes, we did it in 1 minute and some change over here. Big difference, right? No one can deny that that is a very big difference. And who would not want to learn to be able to do that a lot faster, and then you can move on to the next. I'm going to restart the timer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as an SVG and then take it over to Silhouette Studio. To Cricut Design Space. All right. So we're going to start the timer again. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it in a new window. And we're going to Files, Save As, Save to Hard Drive. Let's just go desktop, Stitch Face Live PM. We're going to make this an SVG. Click OK. Come over to Cricut Design Space, and we're going to go upload image, browse. I'm going to go to quick access, Stitch Face, open. There we go, upload. We're going to click on here, add to canvas. And there we go. I don't know, it came in here a little off. So let me move all of these out of the way. The one from Silhouette does it. If you do it through Ideas R Us, it does not do this. But for some reason, of course, well, I'm not saying for some. Going from Silhouette to Cricut Design Space, it does this sometimes, but that's fine. So I'm going to even give it more time. So we're going to go play on that. We're going to start it. We're going to ungroup and ungroup. All right. Why won't this ungroup for me? Okay, there it is. Oops. Undo. All right, we're going to move the ears. We're going to move the eyes. And we're still, even with having to correct, oh, wait, we're not done correcting. We're going to move this part of the eye. Now we can pause it. Even with having to correct it, I'm still at less time than it took me to do the whole contour in Cricut Design Space. Okay. All you have to do is practice. How often are you practicing? It really is. When you're doing that, it can be really, really easy. Now, the only thing is, I mean, because I did it earlier, I did technically have the colors here, but I also had the colors over in Cricut Design Space. So I was able to just change those colors and already have them be the colors that it's supposed to be. So if you don't have the colors, it's little things like, using a color dropper and selecting them, but for the most part, it is still the same. All right. Good evening, all. This week my timing was off because haven't been catching the lives when they start. Oh man, it's okay. It's okay. You can anything you miss, you can always go back and watch the playback. This one will stay up because there's no personal information that came up on the screen. But you guys see how easy that is, right? And if let's say, I mean, especially if you had a last minute job you had to do for someone, shaving off, I mean, even just a few minutes can definitely make a really big difference in your workflow. So I'm telling you, no matter what cutting system you use, if you are wanting to get into designing and being able to customize and create things yourself, you cannot go wrong with getting Silhouette Studio. I think I have this one. So we'll do one more and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're already at like 30 minutes. So I'll do this one only because I wanted to show that even though the feet here were red, it will still work. So we'll start in Silhouette Studio this time and then go over to Cricut Design Space. Pretty much the same color scheme. I actually don't even know what color is his body supposed to be. Hold on one second. What color? Okay, so this is supposed to be the blue from like the same kind like it's around his face, although this is technically wrong because this part is I'm going to have to make this the same blue as here, but this part should be the lighter blue. Okay, and like the same color that's around his eyes, and then his fingers are black. I don't understand why he don't have, I don't know who drew this because he don't have like the little thingies on his toes, but it's fine. So, I can even, let's see. Yeah, because see this part to be the same color. This is a weird image. It's not a true stitch image, but hey. Oh, this part here, I did it the wrong color, but it's fine. It actually was supposed to be on his face, looking at another image of Stitch. This part right here was actually, we're going to release compound path. I'm going to hold down shift, click here, and all right, I'm just going to click off. This part should really be this color. And then that should be like that. So that's actually how his face looks. Okay, so let me make sure I do have that to upload. I'm going to go to Cricut. I'm going to drag and select all of this and delete. And then let's see, upload. Make sure I have that image saved. Quick access and do I have that one? I think that's this one. Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's there. So we're going to reset this and we're going to do this again. And you're going to see that I mean, once you practice it, if you want to take this image, go on Google, find a Stitch image, find the Stitch face, and you can follow along with this video and you'll see that it's not as bad as you think. She says Cricut is acting weird today. They've been having, okay, I understand. I learned so much from you. I started using Cricut Design Space, but with all the freezing, I stopped using it after finding your YouTube. Thank you. You are very welcome. Where did you get the image and what formats are they? They are just regular JPEGs. You see, there's a white box around it. I just did a Google search for Stitch and they're just regular JPEGs. And you don't really have to save them. You can just copy and paste into Silhouette Studio. But because I needed to use it for Cricut Design Space, I had to save them. But you can just copy and paste. They're just regular JPEGs. All right, so we're going to go here and trace. All right, we're going to take our threshold up just a little bit because of the red right here. So we're going to take our threshold up and then we're going to trace. Uh-oh, come on, back it up. All right, we're going to fill that in with some color. And then, oh man, there's an opening. I did not see that. All right, pause. I can't do this one. There is an opening. There is a way to fix it. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not doing those types of videos to give you guys all the goodies. So I can't actually use this image because there is an opening right here. It's not going to trace the same way. You want to know how to fix that? That's where my class comes into play. I didn't even notice that there was an opening right here, but there is a way to fix it to where you can trace it. And I'll show you what I mean by that opening. So when I go to release compound path, oh, there's a couple of openings. There's an opening somewhere else because, oh, right here. I see it now. Right there, there's an opening. Oh, there's an opening right there too. Yep. So there's an opening right here and there's an opening here. So now when I close, like I do release compound path, it's not closed. So this area did not fill in with color. And then technically this part didn't either. Like I can't separate it. Once I click on this to change it, it's going to change with the face because of the opening. I wouldn't be able to make the eye the different color. So this one was, I didn't even notice that there were those little openings in it when it comes to tracing. So I won't be able to show you guys that one because that is a little bit more work. And if you want to know how to do that, you got to join my training. So let's say his feet need to be a different color. Would you use edit points to close off those openings at the bottom? Correct. No, not necessarily edit points. You have to close it off, but not necessarily with edit points because using edit points, it's pretty much still the same image. So once you cross over, so if you were to use edit points here, and you like bring it to this, well, let's see, bring it like this, it still would not change it and you can't weld it. And then when you go over it, so there is a way to do it. However, in this particular video, we're not going to go over that. You see how once I change that, it makes an opening. So it's not going to separate it, but there is a way to do it. All right. All right. So don't want this one to be too long. I didn't do too bad on this, 37 minutes, but this was the bulk of the video this morning. After that, it was a lot of random questions and stuff like that. But this is the bulk of the video in tracing in Silhouette Studio versus contouring in Cricut Design Space and how it can be a lot more efficient for what it is that you're trying to do. Now, if this is something that you guys are interested in and learn how to be more efficient in your creative endeavors, many of you guys who watch me, you're doing this to be able to monetize what it is that you do. You want to be able to make some money, whether this is a side hustle for you, if you just need to make some extra mad money, some pocket change, or if you eventually want to set the foundation to turn it into a full-fledged business. You can do that, and you can do it with Silhouette Studio. Whether you are wanting to create designs that you're going to sell to create passive income, if you're trying to create the items for your business where you make stickers, you make centerpieces, you make chip bags, you make labels, you're doing sublimation, birthday shirts, you're making tumblers, you're doing vinyl work, adhesive and HTV. It starts here. It starts here. And when I say here, I mean my 30-day training. Don't sleep on it. Start your third quarter off with an amazing investment. You'll also get the Protecting My Peace file for free. Essentials to Silhouette Studio. If you're trying to do anything creatively, I promise you, I can guarantee you. I don't know what happened with I need to put that on there. We do accept Sezzle. I have no idea what happened with my widget, but you can purchase this with Sezzle. If I go to my cart, we're going to go to, if you go to checkout, you may not see it here. You go to checkout. when you go to continue to payment. So you're going to see a couple different things here. Okay, wait, I don't know why. Oh, there it is. So mine, it shows up if it, because I already did this. So if it doesn't quite show up when you're going to the cart, it'll say like continue to payment. And then that's where you'll see Sezzle, because now it's even smaller. Their symbol is even smaller. But we do accept Sezzle, but Shop Pay also allows you to break it up into 4 payments as well if you need to. So we do have those options on the website. But I'm telling you guys, you will not regret it when it comes to getting things done more efficiently in a graphic designing software, a software that's going to make your life a lot easier, allow you to create things more efficiently. It starts here. And I go through every single essential tool to get you started with designing. Once you understand how the tools work, these videos, I get, tell me right now. So some of you guys, you've been using Cricut Design Space, you've been using Silhouette Studio, you have it, you think you have a grasp on it, you go and you watch a tutorial on YouTube, and they're possibly not going too fast, but because, we can't go, everyone doesn't teach, they're just showing you how to do it, not the whys and stuff. But can anyone, raise their hand or say me if you've watched a video and you just feel like, man, that's too much. I'm never going to figure this out. What are they clicking on? Wait, where's she click on? Why she do that? Mine isn't doing that. Why is it that when I click on it, I'm not getting the same results? If that has ever been you, raise your hand, say me. She says, I know the way, 30-day essential class alumni. Oh, I like that hashtag. I need others who take the class to put, I'm a 30-day alumni. I like that. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. I purchased your course and have been going through it this week. Just Doreen says, me. Thank you for being very honest. Is there anyone else who wants to go? Okay. Oh, that's the same person that says me. But you'll watch these tutorials and they know what they're doing. So when they're going through it, you don't learn about like the mistakes, to where if one little thing is out of place and you go to subtract, everything disappears and you don't know why. Right? This course teaches you that, because I don't just go through and just teach you like just okay, this is exactly how it works. In a perfect world, your files are going to be set up. There were times, and I always say they were blessings in disguise. God had me set those files up on my computer the right way, because I was missing certain things, and it was great because then I was able to show my students, sometimes you're going to get files, or sometimes you're going to have mistakes, or something's going to be there. This is how you work your way out of it. So I help them understand not just a perfect scenario situation. If something is not ideal, if you go and do something and several times they get to share their screen, hey, mine isn't doing what yours is doing, I can't click on that. I have them share their screen. You get to see what they're, from a non-professor and a pro at this. When others are making mistakes, I leave those recordings in, and you get to see what they're doing as well and what mistakes might have come up. So I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on it. It's going to be the best way to start off Q3 is to visit the website and enroll in the 30-day training. I will put it in the in the comment section. But it's also in the description of this video, also the link to register for my SVG course. I'm doing a SVG course. It's going to start off at level 1, then go up to level 2, 3 to help you guys. It's just like a starter, because once you learn to design, there's 1,000 ways you can make an SVG or make a file. I'm not going to say SVG. I put SVG because that's what y'all like to call it, but you're just creating vector files or just creating files in general. And that's going to start. We have the Event Academy that's going to launch soon. We have the T-shirt Academy that's going to launch. No, I do not have a program where you can attend all of these for one price, because they are separate industries. And sometimes we need to really, really focus in on. And I think if I have all of these and you're like, okay, I can't do all 3, what's going to be most important for me right now? That will also let you know and help you determine what's most important for you to put your attention and your focus on in your business. If you go and you have access to all of these different trainings, guess what? You're never going to perfect at least one thing so you can say, hey, this is my specialty. Yes, I might do a lot of other things, but this is my specialty. I'm going to focus on this and master this. Or we just end up with scatterbrain to where we have like all these different things we're trying to do. We don't master and we're just becoming more and more and more frustrating. This is one of the reasons why I will never have a program. Now, if you decide on your own, nope, I want to take all three, then hey, that's on you. You're perfectly within your, right to do so. But I do mine strategically because I feel like it makes people really think about where is it that I really, really need to focus my energy. And when you focus your energy, you will find your sweet spot for your business or your creative endeavors. Okay. Yes, your teaching is much more thorough. It's not about the teaching though. I mean, my teaching is, but for this, if you watch my training, go back to a YouTube video, not one of mine. Go back even to someone else's. Go back to a YouTube video where you were like, man, I don't know what they're talking about. And I bet you will pick up on maybe even little things that they missed and be like, oh, if they would have just did this, that would have been a whole lot faster. And you'll find that you can understand, you can fully understand some of these YouTube videos a little bit better. Even when it's like a TikTok or it's a reel and they're just kind of going through it really fast, you'll be able to pick up on it. Last night, I learned something as simple as not having to select custom, but rather just type the measurements and it changes automatically to custom. Yep, it does. I'm going right now. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for considering our course. It is 8365. 30 days, over 40 hours of teaching, 40 hours. It's all broken up. You don't have to go through the 30 days, like, and we'll do one a day. We did it one a day back in March because, of course, I couldn't teach all this in one day. But you can watch several of the videos. You can skip around to the most important ones if you want to, or you can go in order. But I guarantee you're going to learn a lot from this course. All right. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. If you're just joining in, you're just coming in, we did I already deleted it from Cricut, but I just showed the difference between contouring in Cricut Design Space and then Silhouette Studio. I liked how I layered the head, so I may end up coming back to do a video on my 365 Creative Academy YouTube channel because that's where everything non-silhouette lives. Just so that they can see that, because that really made it go a lot faster with layering it versus just making a bunch of duplicates and then layering them. All right. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity, be incredible. And don't forget to, while you're on there getting the class, get you some of this amazing ink and summation paper. All right. I lost my whole train of thought. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. There we go. And be incredible. Peace.